Principles of Moral Leadership. Laws are useless when men are pure, unenforceable when men are corrupt. A Chinese proverb. The moral law. The fundamental rule of moral leadership is that the degree of responsibility a leader assumes is proportionate to the self-discipline and experience of the leader. The best leaders are those that have earned the right to lead by having worked their way up through the ranks. This is known as paying your dues and begins by building a good foundation through study, practice, and discipline. This rule applies every time one starts a new job, begins a new course of study, or joins a new organization. In the beginning, it is best to say little, listen, observe, and learn. Only after you have learned what is necessary and passed certain tests are you allowed greater authority without resentment. To assume authority and command based on patronage, politics, or favoritism is the surest way to undermine the morale of an army or organization. In addition, a moral leader must make an effort to adhere to a personal code of honor. The source for this moral code can be taken from any religious or humanistic philosophies, since all moral codes share the basic principle to treat others as you would have them treat you. Morality involves certain self-sacrifice. Sacrificing personal desires requires self-control that creates character, adds dignity, and provides integrity. Training. Every day, set aside some time for mental and physical training. How much time you spend is not as important. Consistency is. Even 10 minutes a day will develop the habit of daily attention to the mind and body. Disregard external conditions. Short of coma or death, there is no reason to neglect this discipline. All other reasons are simply an excuse for a lack of self-discipline. It is not how much you do at one time, but how often you do it. Restraint. Learn to develop the habit of pausing before reaching out for the object of immediate desire. Know that enticing objects tend to be bait for traps. Pausing and watching is the only way to perceive traps. In India, they have an ingenious method of capturing monkeys that illustrates this point. A gourd with a narrow opening is securely fastened with a rope to a tree. Inside the gourd is placed a fruit. When a curious monkey discovers what is in the gourd, he can easily reach his hand in to grab the bait. But when he forms a fist around the object, his fist is too large for the narrow opening, and he cannot pull his hand out again. Even when the hunter comes for him, the monkey is unwilling to release his grip, the one action that would save his life. In this way, monkeys are trapped. For humans, life has similar traps. Our unwillingness to let go of both physical and intellectual possessions often trap us into a life of servitude. Forearmed with this knowledge, when you see an opportunity for gain, pause and weigh the cost. Even when not apparent, rest assured there is always a price to be paid. Study. Study is food for the mind and ensures that the brain, mind, does not starve and atrophy. It is not important what subject is studied, but rather the exercise of learning itself. The actions of concentration, comparison, analysis, recollection, understanding, and prediction provide the mental and physical benefits. Through active study, one develops a certain expertise, knowledge, and understanding about a subject, and it is upon this expertise that a leadership persona is built. Consistency. Choose a subject that interests you and learn as much as you can about that subject. Set a specific time every day, or, if every day is impossible, at least once a week for serious study. During this time, read books, magazines, newsletters, conduct experiments, contemplate and analyze. Write down your thoughts, questions, and ideas. Variety of sources. Study should not be confined to book learning alone. By varying the sources of information, knowledge is given substance and life. Attend seminars, lectures, and continuing education courses. Visit museums, planetariums, science exhibits, art galleries, and trade shows. Expanding your boundaries. Explore other areas of interests. Expand from what you know and follow it into new directions. Occasionally study some subject that you have no interest in. Often we judge a subject based on prejudice learned unintentionally during childhood. You may feel something to be uninteresting, but unless you have attempted to explore the subject, your opinion can only be based on mindless prejudice.